At the close of trade yesterday, the Naira strengthened in the interbank market following the sales of over $50 million by some oil companies, and some analysts are optimistic that the Naira could see further strengthening going into the new week due to expected inflows by foreign portfolio investors for the purchase of securities. For more on Nigeria's currency and fixed income market, I'm joined now by Kingsley Okereke, fixed income dealer at Diamond Bank. Good morning to you, Kingsley. Perhaps a good place to start is that surge in dollar sales at the foreign exchange auction and issues around that.
Good morning to you. The surge in dollar sales has basically been as a result of the effective demand we've been seeing. Since CBN switched over to the RDAS auction, we've been seeing good significant demand, and because of that increased demand, they've decided to increase the offer amount on dollar sales. For yesterday, we saw that they issued about $400 million, of which 399 was sold at a stop rate of 11580. So with that, I see that this demand is actually seasonal, and with time it is going to subside and we will revert back to our usual 300.
Well, looking at what we said in the introduction about the sale of dollars by oil companies, I mean, despite the large sale, the Naira was strengthening there. So what is your view on the currency?
Okay, on the Naira, basically we're at 161 levels, and we've been able to come down because of significant oil company sales to 158 levels. Initially, 2 sessions ago, we saw that there was a bit of depreciation on the Naira to 159 levels. The likely responsibility for that is due to residue of unsuccessful bids as the RDAS auction of that day. So it filtered into the market. That's why you saw the depreciation. But yesterday, we still saw an appreciation in the Naira because there was still continuous sales from oil companies. So in that regard, I see that the Naira is going to hold firm at these levels. We don't see any spike coming in if the trend persists. Or if it doesn't persist going forward, we might see further depreciation in the Naira. But I feel it will hold steady at these levels.
And the interbank market awash with liquidity at the moment, and it's been that way for a while. What's the bank going to do? Are they going to intervene in this?
Okay, well, we've been seeing them issuing OMO bills to try to mop up the liquidity. Even though they've been aggressive, a bit aggressive on the OMO bills, we've not been seeing the liquidity dwindling in that regard. Just slight dwindling in that regard. For today, we still have a maturity of 101 OMO bills maturing into the system. So with this 101 billion hitting the system, I expect that our net open position should still be at those higher levels. So for CBN, they will just basically leave it at these levels for now until the MPC monetary policy meeting, which they might decide to take a decision on that position. But I don't see them really doing much. They might just try to control it as much as they can and maybe continue with the frequent issuance of OMO bills to cushion that effect.